You know, one of the things that I absolutely love to do is to watch other people's grocery hauls. Now, what's up with that? You know, I think part of it is the fact that I just love being in other people's kitchens. It's fun to see what they're doing, and it's fun to see what they are purchasing. So, I'm going to get in my apron and we are going to take a look at this week's grocery haul. Is your grocery budget? Mine is about $100 a week, and that includes my regular groceries as well as items that may not be necessarily grocery oriented, as well as some extended pantry items. So we're going to see if I can do this week's shopping for less than $100. I'm Leona Dooley, and this is Ebony Ivy Thyme. And you know, we do all things in the kitchen for the kitchen. And you know, you are always welcome into the kitchen because it's here where we're doing all kinds of things. We are cooking, we are decorating, you just name it, we're doing it here. Now, we're doing these kind of things for our family, and we're loving every minute of it. So, if I can inspire you to do more in your kitchen, or you can give some suggestions in the chat box and talk about what you're doing, then I certainly encourage you to do that. So, I'm happy that you're here with me today. Let's take the time to see what I picked up today at the grocery. And it was fun. It was fun. It was a good experience today. So let's take a look at that. Now I am starting over at the end. That is the part that when I go to the grocery store, typically the big guy and I go together. And it's funny because he has his list and I have mine. And sometimes they jive and sometimes they don't. But you know, it's always better for him to go because of the fact that I'm probably going to forget something that he really wants. So today he was with me, so he was able to pick up those things that he likes. Now you all know when I do grocery pickups, I always get his V8 juice. Well, today he picked those up on his own. So we've got bottles of V8, and he also likes his Clamato. And this one has a little spicy edge to it, so he won't have to add any hot sauce to it. So that's a good thing. So tomato juice taken care of. I had looked for crackers the other day at another store, but to be honest with you, they were just a little bit pricey. So I thought, well, let me wait and see if I can pick them up from another store. I went to Walmart and they were a fairly reasonable price. But you know what? It seems like everything you pick up now is either $3.99 or $4.99. It's either hinting at that $4 or it's hinting at that $5. So anyway, crackers done. We also love nuts. I don't know if I've talked about that before, but we like walnuts, we like pecans, love pecans, and we also like peanuts. So he likes peanuts as a snack, and it's a good healthy snack. So if you have someone who is not sensitive to peanuts, this is a great option to be able to have. Now, let's get into what I picked up. Now, I have to admit, I picked up a few things that weren't exactly food items, but they were necessary. Now, the first thing I picked up was some printer paper. I was about to run out of printer paper because the printer paper, even at Walmart, and they have a pretty good selection of printer paper, was extremely expensive. And so now they have a brand, and you know, I have to admit, because I'm not doing anything for an office or that's official, I just don't want to buy the best level of printer paper. I'm usually cutting it up, putting it in the planner, using it for something like that. And so because of that, I'm looking for a little lesser brand. So this one still was like $5.69, but that was better than $9 for the same size. So I got my printer paper. I needed some additional adhesive, and so I was able to get those. So check for the off the wall things that we love to pick up while we're at the grocery store. And you know, I forgot one thing. Now yesterday I was good. I had rushed in the store and I picked up a couple boxes of cookies that were a part of the manager's special. And when you go into the store, always look for the manager's special, because very often you can get a good deal. Now, these are the big guy's favorite chocolate cookies, and typically when he goes in the store, that's going to be one of the things he's going to look for, those cookies. Me, not so much. I don't even want to go in that department. Now, I also went to the deli. I want to do some French dip sandwiches, and I didn't want to have to cook a whole roast just to do it. So I purchased my roast beef for the French dip. So I've got the roast beef here, and let's see, it ran, each of these is about a ½ pound, and wow, the unit price per pound is $11.77. Can you believe that? So each of these was like $5, almost $6 a piece. Woo! That is pricey, but it's roast beef, so I kind of expect to be a little bit on the high side. Now, I also needed some provolone, and this is running $8.64 a pound, and I only got a quarter of a pound. I told him, just give me a quarter, and that was more than enough. So I have about $3 worth of provolone cheese for those sandwiches. I also wanted some, and I'm looking, where did that other package go? I've lost a package of meat. But anyway, I was looking for some salami that I wanted to use on a salad, a chopped salad. And so I picked up this package. It was $5.40. Its unit price was $9.47. So ladies and gentlemen, we are looking at, you know, when you're going to that deli, you're looking at things that if you buy it by the pound, instead of it being about $6 or $7 a pound, it's now $10 and $11 or $12 a pound. So pick up what you need and, you know, do the best you can. You know, that's what I feel like. It's really something you need for a recipe. We have to do the best we can and get what we can out of it. So I've got my salami for what I needed it. Now, I told you, always pick up chickens when you can find them. And I had been looking for some whole chickens. I like being able to use the whole chicken. And I think when you use a whole chicken, that you are helping yourself, because you can get multiple meals out of that whole chicken depending upon the number of people in your family. So for us, this whole chicken is probably going to get through at least 3 or 4 meals, and it's going to give me some great broth. So I'm going to get this cut up later. I'm going to get it into the refrigerator. But this one chicken, let's see now, it is about 1.25 pounds, 1.5 pounds. And, oh, no. It is 6 pounds, a 6-pound chicken. And it was running $1.24 per pound. That's not bad at all. That's a good deal. So this is a good chicken. We're going to be using it. We're going to be cutting it up, and we're going to get multiple meals out of this one chicken. So just you wait. Let me get this in the refrigerator. Now, I also picked up another pack of ground beef, and the reason I do that, I probably pick up a pack of ground beef at least once every other week. And I typically can get at least 2 meals, if not 3. This is a 2.5 pound package, where sometimes I purchase 4 pound. And if I have a 4 pound, I know for sure I'm going to get 4 meals out of that. But for this, I'm probably just going to get 2. And 3 would be really pushing it. So anyway, ground beef, and it was, like I said, 2.5, and it was running about $7. So looking at about $3.50 per pound, which that's not too terribly bad. So I'm going to stick this in my freezer so I will have that ready to go when I need it. Fresh food. I am always hitting the fresh produce every week. And I was totally out of onions. And, you know, their onions were a little picked over, but I was able to find a bag of just yellow onions. So I've got those. I wanted some Roma tomatoes for a special project that I'm going to be doing. So Roma tomatoes. I needed some limes and lemons. So we got limes and lemons. You always want those on hand because they're great flavor enhancements. If you're doing tacos or something like that, you definitely want the limes. And of course the lemons are going to be great on that chicken when I use it. Also, the last grocery haul I did, I showed you my celery. Celery has been up and down all summer. And I'm sure the weather has a little bit to do with this because the celery is just now starting to look healthy. The celery that we had been looking at looked like sticks. They looked like little pencils, but they wanted premium prices for it. And they weren't even worth purchasing. So I was able to get a nice pack of celery. I also picked up we've got some cilantro. And you know what, it smells wonderful. But most of all, look at those leaves. Aren't they beautiful? They are absolutely beautiful. So you can tell cilantro, this is a good time for cilantro. So I'm going to be doing a lot of things with cilantro. I also picked up a few bananas because remember this is a weekly haul. So I've got a few bananas and I'm just going to place those over there for now. I also picked up some peaches and being from the South, you know, we have to have our Georgia peaches. So we've got a few peaches that we're going to be adding as well. Now, the big I wanted these little organic tomatoes, the little Wow Wonders. They come in these little packages and they are so colorful and so delicious. And they're going to be great on this salad tonight. I can't wait. Now, let's look at our, I went down the canned good aisle. And so I'm going to turn you and you're going to look at the few things. I didn't need but a few things because this is a weekly shop, not a monthly shop. So I didn't need a lot. I'm planning to bake do a classic baked spaghetti. And, you know, I love Classico. So I got the Classico with roasted garlic. Oh, my goodness. This is gold. And it smells good when you open it. And, oh, my goodness, is it not delicious to eat? So I picked up 2 of those. I'll probably only need 1 for this week. But that gives me 1 that I'm using and 1 on the shelf. And they were not on sale. Classico was not on sale. I also picked up, I wanted some cannelli beans, but they didn't have any. So I looked at those beans from can to can and variety. I ended up picking just the great value because this is going to be in a casserole. And so I'm just going to use the Great Northern. Whomever's eating it won't know the difference. So I picked up several cans, even though I only need 1 can for the recipe. But I thought, you know, it's nice having a couple of cans on the shelf because you don't always want to have to start with dry white beans. So, and especially if you're going to put together a casserole. So we've got some canned Great Northern beans. The big guy goes through pickles. This jar will be gone by next week. We'll have to pick up another jar of his kosher baby dills. He loves those. I needed olives, and these are those nice, large, pretty martini olives. And probably what I'll actually do in the recipe, I want the olives to be obvious, but not not too obvious. So I'm probably going to slice them in half because they are substantial in size. They are as large as you see. That's how large they really are. And I needed sliced mushrooms that are going to be going in this casserole as well. And I did not want to have to do, I didn't want to have to prepare fresh mushrooms and go through the sauteing. This is going to be one of those recipes we're going to put together very quickly. So there we go. We've got our jarred sliced mushrooms. And you know what? We are done for the week. Now, the cool thing is, I got out of the grocery under $100. Now, how often does that happen? Not often. I can tell you, not often. And I am just so glad and thankful that I was able to do that. Now, I am so glad that you took the time to be here through and take a look at the grocery shop. And you know, I still have a few things that I'll need to put up, but I was able to get those things that have to be refrigerated immediately. I was able to do that, and so you know that's always nice. I also picked up a couple of autumn magazines that I'm going to be taking a look at. I like the Cottage Journal, which is here, the Cottage Journal. And it has a wonderful fall issue, or autumn issue as they call it. I also picked up the Better Homes and Gardens fall recipes. Now, even those aren't the two magazines that I'm using for the month, it doesn't hurt to start looking for recipes for the next time you're putting together your menu plan. Now, I hope that at least if you're not able to put together a full month of menus, a listing of menus, then at least get a couple of weeks. And then you can pick and choose. And you'll be surprised by how quickly you will say, oh, this was really nice. I had a list of meals and I could just pick and choose. I added a couple of new things to it. The family liked it, so that list became a little longer. And each time you're going to add to that. Now, I thank you for being a part of this grocery haul. And for those of you who are family, you know it's always good to have you right here in the kitchen. And for those of you who are my newbies, you are new to the kitchen, I am just so glad that you are here with me today and to take a look at the grocery haul. So stay with me each week. You just never know what's going to be going on in this kitchen. And we've got some fun things that are coming. So have a blessed and wonderful day, my friends. I'll see you soon, right here in the kitchen of Ebony, Ivy, and Thyme.